random thoughts. There's been a lot of talk going on about getting involved in service, both at church and throughout the community. And while this might sound good in theory, I have to admit, I'm just not sure if it's really that practical. You see, the problems facing us today are just too big for any one person to really make a difference. For example, it's certainly going to take more than one person to fill in the gaping hole that's been left up in Green Bay now that good old number 4 has decided to hang it up and retire to Mississippi. That's right, folks. Problems these days need more than just one person to work on them. I mean, hey, how much can one person really do? But don't just take my word for it. Let me give you a personal example. Last fall, I decided to take my bowling tournament winnings from the old Bowlerama and invest them in a brand new 2-stage 22 deluxe horsepower Toro snowblower. That's right. Pretty timely investment based on the winter we just had. Now, the first time it snowed, I was out there and had the driveway and sidewalk cleared off in about 10 minutes. Then I noticed my 82-year-old neighbor Jean was out trying to shovel on her own. So I figured I'd do the right thing and go and help her out. A few days later, it snowed again. So I went back out and I did all of my driveway and sidewalk. I helped out Jean, and then I helped out the neighbors that live next to her, because they're also very elderly. Well, as you might remember, we had a lot of snow this winter, and it seemed like every time I got the driveway and sidewalks cleaned off, it would snow again. Pretty much by the end of the year, I was continually going out there, and by the end of the year, I was pretty much doing every house on both sides of the street on the block that I live on. And really, how much good did I really do? Like I said, the snow kept coming, and even though I was helping out a lot of people, there were still a lot of people around the area that could have used a helping hand. But hey, even though I had great snowblowing equipment, there's only so much that one guy can do. Now, if you really think about it, a lot of snow is really a pretty small problem compared to what's going on throughout the world. I could get involved in other things. For example, I could bring brats and cheese curds to the local food pantry every week, but there's still a lot of starving people throughout the world. I could get out my orbital reciprocating sawzall and try to help out with some kind of house project, but hey, there's still a lot of people that are going to go to bed tonight without a roof over their heads. And finally, I could donate the winnings from my fantasy football league team to the poor, but that's just a drop in the old bucket of what's needed out there. Now, I don't want to be a glass half empty kind of guy, but it certainly seems to Glen Grabowski that the problems out there are just too big for one person to help out with, even if that person has a great snowblower. Thank you very much, and have a good day.